This reading is for somebody who has been in deep emotional confusion and even the energy of delusion around a water sign or a very emotive person who is not in your life right now. This person could have gone no contact. They could be at a distance. They could be unreachable somehow or emotionally unavailable. And I'm hearing long time coming. For some of you, this has been a long time that you haven't been in contact with this person, but you still think of them. For others, this is more fresh. 3s, 13s, combinations of 3s really stick out as confirmation for this message. So after you see this, let 3s be your confirmation. And please make sure if something creates fear or confusion for you that you discard it. Don't ever take messages on that don't lift you up, empower you, or help you in some way. It feels that the illusion is starting to crumble and crack that you have built around this person, this dynamic. You can see in this image here, it's as if she's starting to see the wallpaper cracking. Everything around is kind of degrading. It feels false. And she's starting to realize that something here is not true. So this emotional confusion about somebody not being around actually may just be the bridge or the gateway to a bigger truth that you're going to be breaking through with and seeing and recognizing exactly why this person and you are not together or in touch or in contact or just more connected. It's like there is something you are creating here or making it into. A bit more on this person as well. If they're not a water sign or even a very emotive person, you can see by their demeanor that they are a bit critical. They could be quite logical. They could be very stern, very masculine. Even if they are a female, they could be very tight in their boundaries, okay? Attractive or have like a sensuality to them, like an attractive air to them. They could even be a bit aggressive or just intense in some way, but I feel that you kind of like that or did like that. I feel like their heart is at a distance here. Maybe it's not obtainable or there's a disconnect. They could also dress well or wear a lot of darker colors, black, dark blue jean as you see in this image here. But even if not all of those details fit, there's a huge awakening going on for you in regards to this. And I feel this runs deeper, even if this person is the catalyst for this awareness. It's like this is not the first time in some way or another. This can be some sort of a pattern for you or something deeper to look at. Again, 303, 321. 3s are really your friend here. There's a big opening up and expansion that's about to occur, 313, and it will help you to realize all the things that you are holding on to and clinging onto as well, what they really mean to you and what they really are. All that glitters isn't gold. There also could have been a fantasy or a version of your life that you were holding on to that this person kind of filled the role of for you. And they're also going to help you realize this by being in this distance. You're going to be realizing so much. With this realization, you are going to be coming back to life. You may already be starting to feel this. There's a reason that this storyline isn't over in your mind and your emotions. There's a reason that there's still a holding on or a connection there. It's just probably not the reason that you think or that you initially sought out or thought it would be. We also see deep lessons around loyalty. This person could have not been loyal, even if this was not a romantic connection. There could have been a lack of loyalty on their part, even on your part somehow. This can even be loyalty to a dream or to a fantasy, a desire, a career, to ourself, to another partner, whatever it may be or however it may manifest. You also could have experienced, though this won't be for everyone, an earth sign connection after this person, somebody who is more earth-based or materially based, 444. And if that's the case, I feel you are also apart from that earth energy or distanced. And they too were a part of your understanding, even quantum leap energy here, even a big move or uprooting. even if it was done in a harsh way. But again, that one won't be for everyone. There's a huge confirmation for you that these are indeed, or at least this energy we're talking about, is indeed a soul contract. Okay, there are huge lessons that were meant to be delivered here and received both. There can be something about music in this, or fantasy and dreaming, some kind of art or the arts, but that won't have to be resonant for all of you. It feels there was two very significant karmic lessons in a sense to help deliver you past the illusion of grandeur and into a more realistic yet higher evolving door. The nature of reality begins to crumble for you. Crystalline. There is a very good reason for how strong the connection has felt, and it's that trail you've followed that helps bring you into this clarity. Notice how she's looking up at this clarity, this evolution, with almost a resentment, a suspicion. She's clinging to all of this broken stuff. If you can see this image here, she's clinging on to all of this stuff that is weathered and dusty and torn and almost rotting out, holding on to it as if it's some kind of luxury, as if it's some kind of grandeur, and maybe once it seemed, but it's really not if you look at it. And then she's looking up at this clarity, this very clarified energy, where there's more awareness, with almost this resentment, like, no, I want to hold on to this. She's not holding on to anything. She's alchemized and transformed everything around, all of that energy, into a tool, a refined tool, an instrument, a voice of expression somehow. She has wings here. She has her guides and her helpers here. The sky is blue and clear. She's outside. She's beyond the walls. She's beyond the delusion. She's learned and she teaches both. And these characters that you brought in, or at least this one character, because you don't all have both of these characters, but this character you've brought into your experience has assisted you to find this evolution. It's assisted you to follow the path to this evolution, which is not what you wanted or hoped for exactly, but it will be better than what you wanted and what you hoped for. You just have to wait and see once you're there. Some of you are already experiencing being there to some point. It will not be a long wait for this evolution to take place from when you are receiving this message. Again, some of you are already in it, you're already experiencing it, and there's more to come. Some of you are just beginning, all right? But there's a huge revelation happening around the time that you see this and align to this frequency. So this is not a long passage from here. I also feel this is going to pull you out of a lifetime up to this point of servitude energy, the energy of having to be of service. Things move very slow. We play it very small. We are serving. We are lowering. We are in this feeling that everything must be a very intense, lengthy process, that we must give so much of self. And you are being lifted up in a sense, where your existence is your service in some regard. What you do and express is one and the same. 330, 833, the threes are going so hard in this message. The way you're trying to reach certain things in your life and go about getting there is also going to drastically change. It's like you're going to realize you've been trying to swim in a riptide back to shore, and you're suddenly going to understand that you need to swim parallel to the shore instead of fighting the riptide and getting nowhere. It is this metaphor, especially when it comes to the energy of prosperity, okay, and clarity. If you're resonating with this message, we're going to go ahead and make it extended. Please make sure that the title and image matches the extended reading that you're searching for. The link is in our bio, and if you're on YouTube, the link is below in the description box. We hope to see you there. Thank you so much for receiving.